Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and in this live stream we are once again back on the latest squeeze. Now I know I have a good few of them, however this one is free to play, so you can get this one with no fear of it not ever getting played anymore because you wouldn't have paid anything for it. So now that it has gone free to play always has a model, right? There's always something that you have to pay for in free-to-play because, you know, game developers are a business. Businesses need to make money. Businesses need to eat. The thing that you need to pay for in this game is you need to put a slight contribution to the various drip that is available in this game in the form of armor, helmets, color schemes, and various other things within the game. The currency that we're giving away tonight will partly pay for these things, so you still need to play the game to earn geodes, but the gems are an additional thing that has been added on. Here's the cost of free to play. Now, I will take a little bit of time just to say that if anybody wins the code tonight, the instructions are down in the description, but let's face it, nobody ever looks at the descriptions anyway. So you will have to, if you win, enter the code, then you will have to come into the game. Shock horror, your gems won't have updated. You will then need to go onto the get or buy page, click on the gems that you would won, which would be 200, and then it will update. We know this because we have tested this. It's a new implementation and a new system by the dev. I followed his instructions to the T and they work fine. Just so nobody puts the code in, goes over there and sees 0 gems and then starts jumping up and down on either me or Von. Anyway, not that you would. Anyway, I'm gonna get my workout for the evening in, and we're going to go for the old sword and board. For those of you not familiar with the game, free to play, action adventure roguelike, I suppose you would class it. This is PvE, and this is up to 4-player cooperative. You have multiple melee weapons, crossbow and bow as far as missile, and then we also have a mage class as well. Each one quite detailed, each one with different traits and abilities, each one with its own separate class, in that they are divided into melee, magic, missile. Just in case anyone was wondering what that spells. So, let's see about getting rid of some of these bags of gems for you lovely lot. So if you would like to win some gems, get the old gem emoji in the chat whilst I pick my crutches. Stream insurance purposes indeed. So I'm only now, having played this game a lot, I'm only now just starting to really get into the melee combat and finding out what's good and what's not. I definitely find myself being quite a counter-strike player and quite a deliberate strike player, which is what I'm going to try and go for. This is part of the meta progression. Riposte. We like riposte. Cool. So, and we're going to be testing this as we played. A quick little story for you before I start stoving some heads in. Oh, no, too late. I'll tell you the story in a minute. But I can make the bars disappear, but to what extent? And I pressed the wrong buttons again. Aha! So what's missing? So it gets rid of their life bar, and it gets rid of my life bar. Does it get rid of the numbers? It does. Good. Just as the doctor ordered. Perfect. Just got... I keep on doing the orbital buttons instead of the actual buttons, so I'll explain what's going on there in a minute. But it's a video DJ problem. that the dev has managed to fix in about an hour. I was, as I said, I've been asking for the ability to do this with Super Bright and In Death Unchained for about 3 years, and never been done. But you can see the numbers popping up off of the enemy. You can see the life bar. I will keep it on whilst we're explaining points, but I'm going to try and make a point of getting rid of it as often as possible, just to try and keep everything quite smooth. Now, what I have isn't something that you guys will be able to make use of yet. Focus. Game focus from a greater distance. No, we'll go coup de grace. So, as I was saying whilst you guys are entering your gems, so I wanted to get rid of this, and the reason being is, I mean, I still think it should be on the arm somewhere like we have from most games. HUD elements for me, unless there's a reason to be up, like you have a tactical helmet on and it's showing that kind of information. I don't like this because it doesn't feel very VR, although I can see the relevance and the importance of it. In video terms, it basically means that when I'm trying to look great in my videos, if I was to say look down, or maybe I was doing hey Anakim, I've got the high ground, see, definitely have the high ground, but all you guys would be able to see whilst I am extrapolating and exploiting the high ground is a massive life bar in the way. But now I have the ability to do this, and that gets rid of my life bar, the enemy's life bar. I believe he said it gets rid of all status effects, and no numbers appear on the enemies as well. And we're testing this tonight. This is something that I have access to at the moment, and he may implement for all players as part of like a cheat menu or something along those lines. But it's like, it's something... What a great dev Mr. E is. It's something that I mentioned in passing to him, and he was like, yeah, no worries, I'll whip it up. I was like, no. You've got plenty more things on your to-do list, plenty on your plate. Have a look at if you've got a little spare time, and as a dev, as a business, I know you never have spare time. It gets back to me within an hour, and he's like, oh, you know the thing you wanted? Made a special build just for you. Thanks very much. How special. So. Give me a sword here. There we go. Well, at least the IronStrikes are showing up, which is good. Wonder how much life this cat's got left. See, this is the reason why I like not having the life bar as well. I know when they're at death's door. It's just one of those things. It's like, I can tap them back on, and it's quite convenient to do so. Probably not in the middle of a fight. Do love the combat. Right, right. So, yeah, it would. The IronStrikes is the only thing that I wanted to keep. As he said, he thinks he might have, by doing this, got rid of... no, I want Deliberate Strike. That is pretty good. No, let's re-roll, see if we can get... See, that's not my playstyle. I like to be slow and deliberate, and with Sword and Board, kind of want to be. This one's okay. We'll get some quick finishes out of it, but it's not great, because you only get the bonus damage for the first 2 IronStrikes, and vast majority of enemies are going to need more than that. So... But yeah, so for anybody joining us right now, we are in the middle of a giveaway. So if you would like to be part of that giveaway, pop the gem emoji in the chat for your chance to win 200 gems, which is $9.99 in dollar dues and like £8 or €8 worth of meta currency. From what I can gather, it's a decent amount as well. And if, like me, you want an outfit for each of the different weapons, because that is accommodated for in this game, or the different classes rather, then I'd say 200 gems is going to get you a good way there. The other thing to note in this game as well, although it is free to play, and although how you look and the color scheme that you are rocking is very important in this game, just because the game is free to play does not mean that you can't earn that currency. It's just laboriously long, as it should be. It's still quite generous though. You can get one of said currency for successfully completing a normal run or getting to the Archon stage of an Archon run per day. I still haven't found out what the cutoff timings are with that. I forgot to ask Mr. E that, but I will do at some point. So yeah, as I said, gems in the chat if you would like your chance to win some of this meta currency or in-game currency. And whilst I dispatch this fool, you get your gems in, and after we've done that, we'll end the giveaway. Yes, you did. Don't know if I should be... I mean, it's ironic, isn't it? The video DJ who doesn't believe in super chats and donations and such like that is the statue of the meta currency. I thought it'd be ironic at the very least. Alright. But yeah, see, once I've beaten these two, we'll end the giveaway there. So, just in case anyone wondering what the hell is going on with the melee, you'll see that not only can I hit the enemy and do them damage, not only can I hit the enemy and just do them normal damage, but I can... Oh, end the giveaway there for us, Von, because our first winner, our first participant that's going to enjoy 200 gems worth. Do know as well, because the game's free to play rather, whether you have... well, you're too late, Harvey. I've already ended it. It's not crystal. They're not crystals, mate. They're gems. You should know this. Well, that's... Yeah, what we need to know is the cut-offs, though. There we go. Deliberate strike. Lovely. Yeah, not... But, I mean, all he had to do... Best Siege of Heaven player in the world. Didn't check the description. But no, there's still 4 more to go, mate, so still plenty more. Where were we? So yeah, the way that the melee works on this game, you can just willy-nilly go on and on chopping away at the enemy, but it does very little damage. Well done, Grizzon. Does very little damage, but it does increase basically your, well, it is actually your focus bar in this, which is normally the blue bar that you would see at the top. The blue bar, thanks, RB. The blue bar at the top, when that gets to the top, will open up an IronStrike point, or for me and you, critical hits. And yes, that does mean that you have to play with us, Grism. So as those IronStrike or critical hit points come up, if you hit them well, you go through the angle of them and hit them with a decent amount of force, you will do a lot of damage. A lot more than just chopping away. So chopping away at them will do damage that isn't to those IronStrikes. Your better bet is to actually do what is called a force block, or a heavy block in this game, by actually chopping at their weapon. And what that does is, if you hit their weapon, it kind of disintegrates it until they reload it, which they usually do by putting it behind their back. If you've played Iron Lights, you know. So the better way to play this is to strike at the enemy's weapon, disabling it, allowing you not to take any damage, whilst massively building up your IronStrike, and then putting your strikes in where you can get them. Now that I've explained it, I'll just demonstrate it. That I like. Oh, this is the boss. Oh, goody. Well, good job I brought a shield. Magic user, allow me to give you the problem that we usually have. The shield in this, some weapons you can parry normally or block normally. Other weapons you have to do what is called a heavy block, i.e. clash weapons. Like that. Yeah, I can't do much about that. Come down. How dare you cast levitate on me, of all people? Now, we have deliberate strike, which is why we want to wait when we get iron strikes to happen. If we wait, they will turn red, which means we do even more damage. Also note that I think most bosses' weapons are considered great weapons, which means that the only way that I can block them is either via heavy attack, as in hitting their said weapon, or blocking them with the shield, which is the kind of special thing of the shield. And you'll see that after that I'm leaving these iron strikes deliberately because of the skill that I have. With deliberate strike, if I leave an iron strike open for a certain number of time, it does bonus damage. And when you see those little flames spurt out all around them, that means you're done. Oh, I do like the Mason Shield. I know Arby wasn't a fan, but it does an half hit and fucking good. So this is the next part of the kind of roguelike element of this game. At the end of chapter, I guess you would call it. It's given a specific name in this. I know so many terms these days. We can go same again, but better. Shield and mace, or dual blades. Now we're going to go here, and it does say the amount of damage that we do and the iron strike regen rate. So this one has a slower rate of iron strike, which kind of plays into the whole deliberate strike. Bang. And I do like a good mace. Give me a flail. It does have that weighty feeling, so you do need to play into that and kind of be a little bit more laborious with your, or a little bit more deliberate, should I say. But it feels so good. It feels so good. Oh, thank you, Red Wolf. You must be new to the channel then. I mean, did you come onto a stream expecting the streamer to be silent? I'm sorry, sir. You are in the wrong stream for that. There are 3 things certain in life. Death, taxes, and Silver Tongue Devil never shutting the fuck up. If I've gone quiet, there's a great and terrible reason. 2 hits. 2 hits. Good. Then we'll get along just fine. Right, shall we? Let's push further into deliberate strike, because that's working out nicely. This one isn't quite as good for counter-striking, but it's not bad. But yeah, an absolutely gorgeous game. The only thing that I can say that is bad about this game is just the battery life is absolutely diabolical. But apparently that's always been known. Yeah, when the mic fails. I'm not one hitting. Oh, yes, I am one hitting. Lovely. Ooh. Someone will get that. Yeah, when my mic That's the only time I am quiet. But yeah, it takes you a good few years though. Kim's been here for a while. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I don't think I've ever locked in then as far as streaming's concerned. No, I mean, yeah. Oh, I fought you guys earlier. Hey, whoa, wait. Ah, I fucking love it. How are we actually doing on live? Oh, we're doing all right. Good, good. So this is the other element of the game, which I haven't really given much detail on. These sort of things, what I'm finding with Melee is kind of strong all the way through if you play it well. These do make a difference. With your Mage and your Archery build, you kind of live and die on what you pick. So you do need to have some knowledge. We're doing okay on life. Phantom block, we have got a shield. We'll go for metal. Yeah, so for me, this game will drain a battery in an hour. They do. Some of them even run away. But they can. The problem is, they soon learn that they can never get far away. Can never get far away. And I mean, the other thing as well is like, I don't know, guys. I mean, there's some of you that have been drawn in and now you're stuck here. The clue's in the name, people. You expected the silver-tongued devil to be quiet? Yeah. So these ones, we have to strike the weapon, otherwise we'll take a hit like that. I'm going to try and do some more uppercutty kind of moves because I know it sends them absolutely flying, and this does hella damage. But as you can, if I turn the life bars back on for a little bit, you'll see that as we're doing our thing, the bars are not going up quite as fast as normal. Nothing else, as I understand it. It's literally just oh, why you hurt me straight in the feels? Well, you'll just have to do without charm and get free stuff instead. Yeah, that's what you get. We can probably go tactics line. The thing that I do like, it's more to do with the Mage and the... It's more to do with the Mage class and the Archery class. But a lot of those things change the properties of the weapons quite a lot and have the ability to do, like, change the game up. Like, Power Leap would allow us to jump in the air. 5 seconds. Oh, take. No, we don't want that. Hit a nice rate. Cool. Looks like we're doing power. So, yeah, some of these... A lot of the abilities are just, you're a little bit better at this, you're a little bit better at that. This damage is increased. This bar goes up faster. But some of them... change properties about the game. Normally we can only jump this high, but now we have Power Leap, which allows us to jump all the way up. It's not quite as good as levitation, let's face it, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm gonna need the water breaks tonight though. Gonna need them water breaks. It's worth pointing out as well, this is the game that I've now gone is my go-to for doing my workouts in the morning. Beat Saber's all well and good, Pistol Whip's great if you're doing leg day. This one just does everything, especially if you dodge, and it is worth doing. Hey, the thing is, Beanie, it was silly o'clock in the morning and you'd been up for almost as long as I had, I think. Was it that one? I can't remember. You've probably been up a good 20 hours. So, yeah, the fact that you didn't fall asleep at the wheel whilst we were aquaplaning back to Nuki, I mean, you know, it was more of a self-preservation thing than anything else. Right, we will keep the life bar on for the boss. See if we can... So you'll see I'm trying to concentrate on his weapon more than anything else. Come here, give me your weapon. Stop running away, you tribal bollocks. And you'll see the numbers flashing up as well. If you're getting green numbers, you know that the angle... You drive like you stole the thing, even though it's yours. If you're getting green numbers, then you are striking correctly with the correct amount of power. And I believe the angle doesn't matter as much as I first thought. Give me your waist. Ow. He came off better in that exchange. Yeah. He is very cool. It's very annoying. God kill me. Something like that. Yeah. Come on. Help me, please. Wasn't it just? Hey, look, the thing is, for those of you that have experienced me in real life, I'm no different to how I am when I stream. I come with a no awkward silence guarantee. Excellent for you awkwardly sociable groups. Just, yeah. Never bring me along to a silent disco, is all I'll say. Hey, yosh! Get in the water. Oh, choices. That's actually a very good complement of weapons. So we can push further into what we're doing, so we get a bigger shield and an even slower moving gavel. We get the Axon shield, which obviously has a bite point, as you can probably appreciate. And then you have got your rapier and shield. So fast, medium, slow. Exactly. No awkward silence guarantee. Yeah, but we're doing the slow. The thing is, if we were going for fast strike, I'd be right there with you, Red Wolf. But we've built into deliberate strike, so this gives us the ability. Look at the size of that tower shield, man. So good in the crimson. And I mean, I'd like to say that this is great silver, but it's not. It's platinum. It just looks more silver than silver. So, because it's all about that drip. This isn't too bad. In fact, oh, we can put more ging behind that than normal. Right, we're not doing too bad on the life bar, but that's probably all about to change. No, it's not. Yeah, it may be slow. Oh, but that's damage. These guys have got quite a decent chunk of health. Get out of it. Top players. What, in this? No. In some games, I am considered a top player, I'll have you know. But top player not through skill, I might add. I haven't got that natural ability to play games like people like Beanie. I actually have to practice. No, I play with the people that matter, actually. As if I'd let him get those in. These are... Deflect's not bad. Kind of feel like it's a waste against enemies that can cast magic, though, because I can just get right in there and squash them. That's not bad. Ah, yeah, but then that's the thing, is that to me, if the Animus scoreboard works the same way as I am told that the old one did, i.e. it's just about how much Animus you've got, well, that's not so much top players, that's so much players that have got a lot of time, which is, I don't consider that a leaderboard, it's just stat tracking with a competition in there. So for me, a leaderboard needs to have at least some sort of element of technical prowess with the game and skill. So look at the IDU leaderboards. You know, you can play the game very well, but to be in that top 10, you need to know what you're doing, and you need to be good. And although that does come in time, it isn't just a case of the person who puts the most time into the game ends up at the top of the leaderboard. I don't like those leaderboards. I'm not a fan. Give me a leaderboard that, if you are good... yeah, there are some warning phrases that some of the veterans of chat will have for you. Hey. Oh, I'm not getting my swing off. Get out of it. You'll note, possibly note, that as this guy is doing his hits on my shield, I believe, is getting smaller. Might not be the case with this one. Should really keep it here. But yeah, I really like a game called Dungeons of Eternity, and I consider myself at least reasonably good at that game. I will never be able to get into the top of the leaderboard in that one, because I don't see it as worthwhile. No, don't say IDU. Deliberate Strike, that's what we're playing into. So... Scoreboards... Doc, fuck off. I'll give you a job tonight, mate. Non-grinders. Lazy leaders? I know you're just joking. I hope you're just joking. Doc knows better. There's a soapbox over there. I'll get on it. I'll get on it again. Come on. There we go. You. What about Warhammer? Oh, wouldn't this game be great with a Warhammer? That's next on the cards, Mr. E. Come on, deliberate. Bye! Take out the healer first. You're going to be part of the amazing Warhammer franchise soon. Not wrong. Oh, I know, Doc. I know. Arbiter's Warhammer, indeed. Let's keep pushing our might skills. Yeah, as I said, oh no, okay, I haven't had that up to top level yet, so it actually increases not the damage, I've only had the enhanced version. We're not really doing counter-striking as much now. Well, I mean, we kind of are. But we can hide behind our shield to do that. This has the feel of the Wrecking Ball. Kind of has that whoosh to it as well. But that kind of has the feel and momentum of the Wrecking Ball from underdogs, which is nice. Right, let's see if I can not get my ass kicked. What we like life. We're at 1. We're at tops. I like this feature. Thank you very much, Mr. E. Right. Always take the healer first, if we can. Are you just going to sit back there and do fuck all? Good. I do believe I have you, sir. Lots of different bosses. I don't know if... I think it might randomly pick... Oh, cheeky bastard! It might randomly pick from a pool of bosses, depending on the level. I don't think it can select any of them. And there, I think there is also an element... Thanks, Beanie. I'll do another giveaway after I beat this guy. If... Oh, yeah, sure. If you remind me, I'll get a bit closer, because I was looking at the stream the other day, and obviously, yeah, I can see them, and you guys might struggle. So, oh, actually, no. Kim will struggle, not because of her cataracts. Not anymore. No, no, no. It'll be because she's on mobile, I'd imagine. Yep. Come on. Nice and close. Look at this with the nut shots. Alright. Chill out. Let's get that life bar on, see how we're doing. Cool. I now know. I mean, I'd always encourage anybody to stream. How do I stream? So the way I stream... Oh, somebody tell him, chat. This is another one of the red flag rants. God, I love it when new people are in here. They don't know anything. They don't know anything of what not to say. God, you think I talk a lot now? So many questions. So much time. So the way that I stream is I use MetaQuest Developer Hub. This is standalone. We do standalone only on this channel because PC VR expensive, PC VR another step to go through. And also PC VR has that tendency to just fuck up and you can't just play. At the moment, I've just got it on very... Well, so, yeah, I would consider this the closest to very easy. Just because I'm doing melee, and we've got a giveaway to do, so I want to keep the action flowing. Whilst we're giving away them gems. Give me a weapon. There we go. Oh, how did he hit me then? What a dude. Geodes, that's the currency that you get for, or the currency, one of the currencies if you have the free-to-play version. How do we do life-wise? Not too bad. Let's go tactics. We'll push into... That. See, thing is, I would put all of that in the description as well, Tread, but nobody would ever read it. But yeah, I do all of what Dread just said. There you go. Simple enough explanation. Right, whilst I carry on slogging, you guys can win some gems. So, gems in the chat if you would like to win another 200 gems worth of the currency for the game. It does. I should do a video on it, really. But yeah, and I use MetaQuest Developer Hub because that's what gives me this bigger screen so that you should, for the most part, be able to see what I see. Whereas in casting, you wouldn't see my shield was raised just then. Alright, let's test this shield. Oh, it is getting smaller. Hey, yeah! Get out! I fucking love the gavel. Right. So yeah, this shield does get smaller the more strikes that it takes. However, it's fucking huge, and that's part of the problem is as it takes strikes, it's getting smaller. If it starts out fucking huge to begin with, well, that's a good thing. I should have waited for the deliberate. I do. I will. The thing is, I mean, it's no more difficult than get MetaQuest Developer Hub. Part of the problem, I suppose, is one of the steps, i.e. get a dev account. I've already got one. I suppose I could make another one, but I don't know if that's about against terms and conditions. Oh, that was my IronStrike. Get out of it. More tactics. Let's carry on. So once you've selected 3 of these, you will stop getting them randomly assigned to you, and then you can just level up into them. Each of them can be leveled up once. I'm hoping that the dev might put something in, instantly kill an enemy that is below 50% of their max health. That's ridiculous. That's like half the work. I'm taking it. Coup de grace. Coup de Gracie. Ha! We got that coup de Gracie. They don't stand a chance. Coup de grace. What a skill. Because that's just good for everything, basically. And as I said, a beautiful looking game. This one's quite old now as well. A beautiful looking game. Yeah, doesn't she just? Thanks, Vaughn. I fear we should have had a battery check a long time ago. Probably going to be out. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Oh, I like this even better with coup de grace. I mean, coup de grace. Watch your toes. Joke's on him, he hasn't got any toes. But yeah, as I say, it's probably the only negative that I can give you on this is it's a killer of battery life. It really is. So, and I have reported it as, I mean, I know it's not a bug, but I have reported it as, is there maybe anything that you can do? But one of the qualities that this game does have is everything is so glowy and shiny and looks great. Now, I'm no graphics tart, but I can appreciate a good art style and good graphics. So, there we go. Let's have a quick old... How's the timing sounding as well? Everything sounding like it's spot on, I hope? Now, I've got a funny feeling that... Oh, no, it did. Okay, my battery's actually doing all right tonight. It's incredibly hot, but it's doing all right tonight. Maybe he's done the power down. Maybe he's increased power efficiency in my version. But yeah, I mean, thing is, I can only see Quest Pro problems. Cool, thank you. It's one of the things that I will say is you, as far as development is concerned, you always want to make things as easy and as it's fun having new people in, everybody, isn't it? So as far as the development side of things and making things as accessible for streamers as possible, it's just free advertisement for you, isn't it? So that, like, little things like a press kit for a game goes a hell of a long way. I've had to work with games that don't have a press kit. Then you have to, like, grab thumbnails of theirs and then, like, cut out the logos and then put them in your stream, and it always looks rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. But yeah, other things like other things like making sure your game works with the streaming facilities and that there is enough top end within the power of the headset to appreciate it. Yeah, you're gonna need more than one, mate. Oh, this is great. Oh, good. Oh, you've got more life than the last guy had. STD bingo cards. Bring them on. You'll never win. The most important thing is I can't know what's on them. Let's see if anybody can get a house. Oh, you bugger. Come on. Come on, give me my IronStrike points, you prick. Ow. Ow. So, you can go absolutely fucking nuts with this game as far as the melee is concerned. If you have the right weaponry, you can really let your hands fly and go into them. I do prefer the deliberate when I'm, like, pacing myself as far as, like, you know, doing a 3-hour stream. And the deliberate combat feels more rewarding and more engaging than just rolling your hands at the enemy, which you can kind of get away with doing, but you still need a little... Oh, we're going to have to go for that now. Stop doing Mike. You still need at least a little bit of precision to hit those iron strikes when they come up, and more importantly, if you're spinning hands at them, you've got to avoid the iron strikes if you're doing things like deliberate strikes. Yeah, no, that's the staff is one of the ones that I really like in this game. But I also there isn't a style that I don't like yet, but they all require different builds. And again, that's definitely a plus. Right, what we like on health, not great. So we have got revives though. This is the guy, if memory serves, he's got an element of life. I need to take your healer out. There he is. Oh, he's absolutely... Oh, it's because my fucking arm's gone. Come on. There we go. I'm getting my ass kicked here. Now we need to get that healer. Oh. So that's what happens when you die. Oh, we've got a very slow weapon. Oh dear. Right, let's keep the life bar on. Let's see if we can not get hit. That's alright, I didn't want to play melee too much longer anyway. Look at you with your hands out. Again, I'm still very much learning melee on this. I think that's probably the first time I've gone for the gavel. I prefer something with deliberate strike, but that one's very slow for a boss that can throw hands like that. Right, call it there, Fon. Pick us a winner of another bag of gems. It does allow us to change over. Hopefully. Well, we do come with excuses. Did you not hear them? We do come with excuses preloaded on this channel. So now we're going to try a little bit of magic. So we can basically pass. We hold trigger, which brings up this line. Well done, Atham. And then we pass through the line to start into that line of spells, pass through the next line, and then we have 2 spells that we can choose out of. To cast Solar Flare, we would need to go through. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? And you go through all of those lines, and then the magic is very powerful on this, and also ranged. If you build it right, or if you can, you know, manipulate the system, it is also very powerful on this. So, well, it doesn't look like my crutch has done melee any good. Again, I'm still working out the best builds for the best weapons. I just like the shield and mace. Let's go for... So, as you can see, because we are now magic or a mage, we get to pick from 3 different skill sets, them being mana, spells, I can't remember what the name was, mana, spells, and blessings and curses. We want to be going mana pretty quick. Let's re-roll that and see if we can get an enhanced. No, okay. Let's re-roll again. Hey, there it is, perfect. So the enhanced versions are just better versions. Yeah, enchantments, mana, and then evocations or invocations. I mean, let's get an enchantment, shall we? There is some things that I want to do tonight. Excellent. So now we have a little bit better mana regeneration, or rather spells cost a little bit less in mana, which is denoted by, hey, at least we can still cast spells, but we can't see our mana. That's not too bad. So I kind of like that, because there's less to get in the way now whilst I'm casting as well. But as far as levitate is concerned, one of my favourite skills, as if you've played with me you would know. That's right. We can fly now, and we just hold down jump, and now we have straight and level flight. I've got some areas that I want to investigate today, so that'll be good, won't it? Moonbeam, that way. Don't know how much damage that's doing, probably not much, but I do know that solar flare will probably one-shot him. That's magic! Magic is very enjoyable on this game. I don't know why more games don't do their magic system like this. We're in VR. Why not make magic actually involving? Strange, isn't it? So, for the mage as well, if all else fails, we can basically flick our mana at an enemy. So that's a thing. Right, let's push into evocations and see if we can get something good. Nothing good. So this is something that I was explaining to guys the other day, now that they've started getting re-rolls and starting skills and such, is that if you see something like this, one of them is most likely going to be the magic that you already have, and then if you don't like the other two, well then just push into the magic that you do like. Well, as I say, as far as magic and range, those are the ones that I've played the most. Hell, I was exclusively a ranged player until I started seeing some of the magic that they've put into this game, because I don't think there was quite as many trees when I was here previously, and I don't remember the system working quite as well. But now that I know, so the beauty of it is kind of like most good games. Like I was joking with people that I was playing with the other days. It's like if you wanted to ask me how to cast, like, you know, static field, I could go say it's this and then I know that off the top of my head. And if you wanted me to cast lightning, it's that diddle 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 brrr, like that. I can tell you that. Now, if you were to ask me what are my children's birthdays, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. So, but there you go. And hello, Nanova. Or Nana VR. Nana VR? Nana VR. You can be Nana VR. Yeah, roguelike action adventure, action hack and slash. But again, it depends on how you want to play. Look, see, my arm's gone. Let me just reset this whilst I answer that lovely question. So, 4-player cooperative PvE. So there is no PvP in this game. There is missile, magic, and melee, and multiple systems within each. So there's lots of different kinds of magic. There's enchantments coming in the forms of blessings and curses, and you also have the melee, and there's lots of different ways to skin the melee cat as well. Predominantly, I thought this game was supposed to be just about melee, and then range was added, and then magic was added. They're all great. Every time you come into this game playing a different system, it almost feels like you know the systems well enough, but it's varied and plays differently enough that it's almost a different kind of game to play each and every time. Very cool feature. You have to forgive me, I don't use light magic very often, but it does come with a cool railgun ability. Oh, it's that way, isn't it? And zap! It's free to play forever now, Nana. Free to play forever. And what we're doing today is we're giving away the currency that you would need that allows you to buy the cosmetics. There is no pay to win on this game. The only thing that you would ever have to pay for is your luck and your color scheme, which is then all part of your look. So you can experience the entire game. That, as I said, you know, as somebody who owned the game previously, I have no advantage over a player that owns this free-to-play, other than that I don't have to pay any currency towards getting the extra resource that has been added for free-to-play players just to get different looks. Thing is, as well, if you're playing single player, who cares about your look? But the one thing that I would say is, like, you know, you're not going to get crimson red claws and almost liquid-looking black palms without a little bit of meta progression and a little currency. Let's go with... Let's try and find a decent magic, shall we? Oh, it's Star. This one looks great. It's not as good as I'd like, but it is enhanced. So, as you'll see now, we have usually, I think it's blessings up here, curses down there. I don't know if it adds them dynamically or not. But yeah, as you can see, the different magics are being stored in different areas. So if we wanted to now cast our other offensive magic, we would go down here, then we would go here, and then we would have the choice of a supernova or starfire magic. And starfire magic was just that. And then... Nope. This one has been out for quite a while. This is a fully fledged game. So the other thing to note as well, I don't mind explaining it, obviously. The other thing to note as well, this game was a paid to, you know, just a normal game that you would buy, and he has recently changed to the pay-to-play model. It's probably been out for, I think, if it's not 2 years, it's got to be close to 2 years. You better believe we're going up on that mountain. Hello, Chris. And we've also got Supernova as well. Is that the correct one for Supernova? Down, and then we can go... Push. Ooh, purple. The effects... Hello, Trex. The effects in this are fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go with a solar flare because that one I know. And so if you can start remembering the magic, well, that's a lot easier than getting all sweaty and fighting them in melee, isn't it? If you can remember your favorite kinds of magic, then happy days. You'll have no problems casting. I don't know this one. Kim knows this one. There. Come on, lads, in you come. Supernova's lovely. This one I know, because it's just swirly. And then does sod all damage, but many, many, many hits. I'd like to see that combine with something. But, yes. Let's have a look at another enchantment. Divine Magic level 2? Okay, chat, I will. Levitate, I know. We'll never have any problems levitating in this game. And then the best part of levitation is I can just go wherever I please. And a lot of the time, the enemy can't follow you. So you wouldn't be able to come up here unless you had the levitation skill. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. Alright, we are getting on top of that crystal. And then we'll see if we can get on top of there. Ooh, what great idea. You guys could be competing for a giveaway whilst I piss about, couldn't you? Yeah, leave you guys to fight. And then save the day. Hey, excuse me, Von, but weren't you the person that used to anchor our squad by being at the back and then fighting and saving everybody? What's wrong with me doing it? Von? Oh, I do believe we have a hypocrite giving the gems away tonight. So, if you would like to win some of said gems, providing Von will still do it after that outburst, pop a gem in the chat for your chance to win 200 of the meta progression currency. And yeah, I am planning. You didn't levitate, that's quite right. I do play with the last one of these that we did. I played with viewers, with chat, some of the regulars, and then some others, some not so regulars. I'm well up for playing cooperative. We do unfortunately operate. Oh dear, I don't think I can get back up. Oh dear. And hello, T-Dog. We do run a Check 21 policy on this channel, so do be aware of that. So basically, as long as you're over the age of 18 or have the level of maturity and sound like you're 18, you will be happily invited into my games. However, we do have to be careful these days because streamer insurance premiums can go through the roof if I make mistakes and let people underage in. Chat knows it. I know it. It bleeds my wallet dry, you know. I should really start accepting super chats so that I can pay those heavy streamer insurances. Because streamer insurance is a thing too. Kids, take note. Kids, take note. Let's try. Ots, you guys are competing for gems. I'm going to climb this. We'll see if I can climb this. So I don't think we can get up there. Or we can't get up there from that side. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh no. Oh no, Chris. That's going to destroy my streamer insurance. Alright, let's cast it there. And then I believe... Oh no! It clips! No! I wanted to go up the tower! Oh. No. It clips. Boo! To be fair, this is one of the latest levels, so he probably hasn't accommodated for idiots. Idiots like me. I'm sure he is, Chris. I'm sure he is. So yeah. But yeah, so as I said, that's the only caveat that I have. We do, however, for those of you who do have that level of maturity, I'll tell you the main reason. First and foremost, as an adult, as we see in the media daily, it's quite dangerous to be around children that are not yours, especially in like an area, another soapbox thing coming up here, especially in an area that's so unregulated and unpoliced. Secondly, unfortunately, young'uns have this tendency to get in faces, and it's like, dude, You will get your camera time. I will be looking at you when you do cool stuff. My job is to be a cameraman. Shut up, K2. About the quality of that. And you don't need to get in my face, and you also don't need to talk to chat. That's my job. And then 3, yeah, just, yeah. Level of maturity kind of encapsulates the lot of them. I'm not ageist. Right, see if we can blast this boss. Yeah, that's, yeah. There doesn't seem to be with young'uns these days. Skin, indeed. There doesn't seem to be these days with young'uns. There doesn't seem to be that filter between brain and mouth anymore. Now, I know I'm a fine one to say that sometimes. But yeah, it can be an issue, so we just avoid it, because I don't want to have to pay any further streamer premiums. So as you'll see, as a mage, we are able to easily can I have some space here? I suppose I can. Yeah. Ow. Come. I remember being told that. And zap. There you go, 2 of those, he's dead. I should have remembered that you can block whilst you're casting. So now we have choices again. We can get a sorceric staff, which then means that we don't have magic missiles, which I will try and use more because I'm going to go for a sorceric orb. Should be sorcerific, but yeah, sorceric orb. So the staff has no magic missiles, but you can perform melee strikes, which then do damage based on half of your mana spent. I don't know if there's a limit to that, so it's basically cast, and then go in for the bonk. Divine Wand will reduce blessing spell cooldown by 25%, or we go for the orb to double our starting and maximum mana, which is very good. But yeah, if you haven't already put a gem in, and remember, the other thing to note as well, RB, make sure you only put 1 gem in, because every gem that you put in after the first one takes you out of the draw. That's to stop people spamming. So I don't know, is he in the draw or is he out of the draw? I don't know at this point. He's put too many in. Bloody Siege of Heaven playing is coming in here not able to follow simple instructions. So this is another one of those new levels that have been added to the game at some point. The one that we were just on was, and this one is also. Cheers, Beanie. Get that gem in before you go, mate, if you haven't. So we now have an orb. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of this level because it's quite dark. It's good to play in, but obviously not great. Obviously not great for the streaming experience. So there we have it. Oh, not you, Poison. I was talking to Arby. Right, so. Oh, I wonder if we can go all the way over the top of the mountain. We'll test that in a minute. But yeah, this one's quite dark. I don't think it's too dark in my recordings, but it might be quite dark in the stream. So we'll just try and lighten that up, won't we? Oh, only got one of them. As you can see, I can flip to fire, and what that does is that drains my mana. This game works in Magic the same way as Archery does in this, or crossbow and bow stuff. I do know that one. It's just incredibly weak. Does nothing! fly. How's it going down there, pal? The powers of levitation. The palm of my hand. Kinda cool that you can fly. Yep, that's right, I can fly. You'll see as well that our spells are on a cooldown after we've cast them. Especially those big powerful ones. You have two kinds of spells as well, and it's worth knowing the difference with spells anyway. You have your cantrip, and you have your arcanum. Your arcanum is the one that takes ages for you to put all of the things together to cast it, so you have to do a lot of moves. Your cantrip is the one that's very short. For those of you who know wizarding terms, you should know what a cantrip is. That's, for me, in like D&D terminology, that's the correct word. Arcanum, I've heard that used in other wizardy spelly games as well. Let us try and power up a little bit more. Let's get top level light magic, because forest magic can... Hang on, no, we haven't got forest magic. Forest magic can fuck off. How are we doing on life? We're good. We are good on life. I love this ability as well. That's so good. What I will do when we start getting some effects is I will put the life bars on so you guys can see what's going on under the hood. I don't know. Are you guys missing the numbers bouncing up off of screen and the life bars being all over the place? I know I'm not. So I think I genuinely think, like, it's nice to have them so that you can learn the game, but I always want the ability to turn it off so that I can make it look as cool as possible. One for you. Would you like some starfire? Oh, he loves it. He took that starfire. No sweat. And as you can see, when they get that close, as a wizard, there is absolutely fuck all I can do about it. Well, I mean, there is one thing I can do about it. Now, where can I float to? I float like a boat. Wonder if he's done it for here. Oh, lovely. Oh, we can climb. So can I stand here? There you go. Now, if these guys weren't ranged, obvious exploit is obvious. But we kind of want to get these guys in line, don't we? So we'll do that. Let's have... So yeah, we are in the middle of a giveaway. If you are in the chat and you haven't heard the call, get gems in the chat for a chance to win 200 gems, which are the green ones in this, which is the currency, the in-game currency within this game that allows you to unlock all that drip, which we'll go and have a look at some point. Crystal Focus is the one that I like the best here. Generates an extra 40% mana per second if you have not been hit in the last 12 seconds. So basically, this one is if you are good at what you're doing and blasting spells out and keeping them away, you'll be rewarded with extra mana. So a lot of the choices that I make, the way that I would describe it, again, if you're a sort of like card player of like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, or even Pokemon, or any of those sort of things, is a lot of the things that I would go for are your win harder things. We just won't get hit, exactly. I go for win harder traits, because if you can increase your DPS by a lot and kill the enemy all the fucking way over there, then you don't have to worry about them getting close because they're already dead. That works great until they get close. I have tried playing the other way and gone for things that are, well, if I get into worst case scenario, I can do something about it. However, I found that by going for ones that are get out of jail free cards or worst case scenario ones, you find yourself in that situation all the fucking time. Should we go for a float? Let's go for a quick float. You've got a couple more minutes. Hey, look, that was because we were doing a photo op, lads, all right? Come on now. I can't be to blame for everything. Oh, my levitation thing goes. Ah, well, I don't need it. As long as I can fly, that is all that matters. Good old levitation. So what does happen with the game is when you get to its boundaries, you actually, your movement starts to slow and then eventually stops, and you can't even dash any further. So it's been quite restrictive with the boundaries. But enemies cannot get up here, or they would really struggle to get up here. So levitation, very OP. Very OP for just getting runs done. Is it a good spell though? No, because I could be taking things that are making me more powerful and more DPS. We did look good. We did look good whilst it happened. Haven't got my favourite this run. I'm a big fan of Shock. And we're nowhere near seeing all the magics in this as well. If you boys could... Fuck, I missed them both! If you boys could line up, that'd be great. Didn't get either of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to get that more often. Oh no, it comes with it, doesn't it? I never cast it. I'm not that generous. So what I was saying earlier is standing still with your... I need to get rid of that caster. Standing still with your mage. I think I started on this tangent and didn't finish. Standing still when you are a mage or a archer regenerates either your arrows or your mana faster, respectively. Oh no, sorry, that's what I was getting at. When you get near the edge of the map, it starts slowing you down. Right, we're getting in a bit of trouble here because he's getting awful close, and my big spells have not come back yet. So I'm gonna sit up here. Yeah, that's when I got lost. Atham, constantly getting lost in that fucking stupid forest. Lovely. Perfect. How are we doing on life? Tops. Good. Let's increase our mana some more. So again, not getting hit, so we'll generate an extra 60% mana per second if we haven't been hit for 10 seconds. This is good. The other thing to note as well, mana reserve. Start each encounter with an extra 100 mana. So that doesn't actually raise your mana maximum. It just gives you an extra like 100 mana over your maximum from what I can tell. Quite a good one. Nearly every single one of those skills is better enhanced than not. So there are some that are particularly good when they're enhanced and some that are alright when you get enhanced models. Right, call it there, Von. Give some gems away to... Give a bag of gems! Give a bag of gems away to somebody. Please. Thanks, Von. Right, who have we got? Is it the knight? I can't tell from that distance. Did that hit him? Yes, it did. Right, let's... Oh, this is... Oh, that's actually quite good. So this guy will quite happily stand away from us and just shoot knives at us. We can do a bit up here, though, eh? Huh? Coming? No? Okay. And so, if you were looking for a way to cheese the game, here it is. Some spells have the ability to do a lock-on. So, he's over there in this cave right now. With spells that lock on, they and have like an air effect, they just go through. So I could, in theory, just sit here and keep casting this and just doing damage to him. I can also come up here for respite whilst I get my big spells up and running, but will try and get this over and done with sooner rather than later. He's on very low health, and I have... Oh, it's not even showing my mana. Hey! I mean, I'm sure I've got plenty. Where's my mana bar gone? Huh. So this is our... So you get 3 choices per run if you complete a level, and then the last one is kind of, or the last 2 are, you basically have your final weapon. So we can increase our curse spell duration by 50%. We can increase direct damage by 10%. That one is good, but I'm going to go for the Sapphire Orb because we can fly for 50% longer now. Isn't that great? So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too dark. Oh, God. Oh, no, it's the good one. I thought it was the midnight one. There you go. That's much better. Well done, K2. She does like her drip, chat. So there is that. So now this is one of the older levels where I don't think the boundaries will be quite as restrictive. They don't seem to be on these older levels. The newer ones seem to be quite like I'm going at top speed right now, so isn't that great? Look at that. I love it when games allow you to do shit like this. It's great. Not only is it cool, but there's just something like you can't get this view unless you were able to come up here, and this game looks stunning enough already, and the only thing that would be better is if there was maybe a little toilet up here or something, you know? What the fuck is that? Cool. Like, let's wait for Levitate to come back and we'll go and... Oh, that's the big diamond thing. Let's go and see if we can climb all over that. If you do fall off a cliff, you do die. We can use that to our advantage. I will show you how at either some point whilst I'm playing Mage or some point whilst I am playing Archery. But yeah, just having a float about. Oh, slowing down. Okay, so edge of the map must be over there somewhere. Maybe a little bit more restrictive than I thought. But yeah, it just, and yeah, practical as well. No fall damage, thankfully, regardless of the amount of armor that we're wearing. It's all good. Oh no! Gonna have to start again, chat. I got the wrong outfit on. Got my Lich outfit on. I was gonna put my sorcerer's robes on. Right. Moonbeam. Lovely. There it is, look. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? And so, of course, you can change... Well, I say of course, you wouldn't know any better. You can change the base colour. Oh, dear. You can change the base colour. Bye! Catch! Nope, he doesn't want it. So, you can change the base colour. Oh, is he coming? Oh, he can make it. But can you make it up here? I don't even know if I'm allowed up here yet. Oh, not really. Oh, dear. Are you coming too, or no? I hope not. Oh, there's a rock within the rock. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Good job, I've got 50% more flight. Oh, no. There we go. Levitation saves the day. Shit, I picked the wrong one. So, I suppose we can go through it though, it's worthwhile having a look at. So, we've got mirror magic, crystal magic, or wind magic. These ones, like levitation, either come with 2 blessings. I don't think there's one that has 2 curses, but they usually have a blessing and a curse. Blessings are to be used on yourself or allies, which is why we're going to go crystal magic, will be used on yourself or allies. Unfortunately, I can't levitate everybody else. It'd be great if you could, but it'd be very powerful then. curses are used on the enemies. So that's basically the be-all and end-all of enchantments. Let's see if we can actually get this one completed. I got a good feeling about this run. Good feeling about this run. And yeah, I'll check my battery in just a second. With the speed that you can be killed on this as well, no run's guaranteed. I mean, these ones should be, because we're in essence playing it on easy mode, as in lowest level of difficulty and all the upgrades. So still got my ass handed to me whilst doing melee though, didn't I? Right, we don't need that on. That's interesting. Leviosa. Oh, you're not giving up, are you? I'm gonna go and sit in a tree then. Just fly over here. And nest. Oh dear. And nest. Let me nest. Fuck. It's not letting me nest. And I don't think. We okay for life? Yes, we're good for life. So yeah, just think I'll say this for myself more than anybody else, but it's looking like where's close clarity? So that improves our mana regeneration. And we'll get some levitation, and then we'll just do this to you. See how you like it down there, eh? Are these even hitting? I don't know anymore. Probably. We should kind of look for somewhere to perch. I need a mana break. What about here? Yes. Oh, everybody stand still. So we can nicely purchase. Purchase? Oh. Perch up here. Once we cast up, voice spell. Ow. So yeah, when you put the bars on and back off again, it seems to remove the mana bar. I don't mind the mana bar not being there. I kind of like the mana bar not being there anyway. But technically everything should come back on when you turn it back on, so. Mana. So this one's quite a good skill for what we're doing. Each enemy who has been hit by one of your spells will grant you a 30% mana regeneration for up to 10 seconds. Oh, we're going to take Crystal Focus. This one's good if you can be doing lots of little hits. Do remember, though, that in this game, your cantrips and your arcanum count as spells. Your magic missiles, although they are technically a spell, do not class as spells for the purposes of that. Otherwise, you could just pop everybody and then get shitloads of mana regeneration, which I would kind of like to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen, so. Well, mission accomplished so far. I haven't smashed anything, so that's nice. Quicker we can get these cast, the sooner they can be recharging. You're the melee dude. Good. Dead. The one thing that I will say is magic, when you get there, is ridiculously overpowered. All kinds of missile combat seems to be the same, providing you get the right builds. Melee just seems to be a little bit... I mean, it's definitely a lot more difficult a way to play the game. But then, I haven't played it enough to really make that snap decision. If you could fuck off, that'd be great. We do indeed. Come on, Moonbeam. Good job you reminded me. It would be very like me to forget a tiny detail like that, would it not? Probably should try and get more powerful spells. This one, I'm going to take the enhanced version of that just to show you how many shots I can fire at a time, because it is quite impressive. I'd like... A lot of these spells, I'd like a way to maybe up the damage with the multiple projectiles, or for there to be something else that if you hit them with multiple projectiles, you get. It's the one thing that Star Magic is very good at, is the old leech spell. What is going on with my battery tonight? They're not... Interesting. Been trying out a different charger today, and my batteries seem to be behaving a lot better than earlier on. Seems to be behaving very nicely, actually. Although, having said that, we have blown through a battery in an hour 40, which is about usual. Good. 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 Right, let's crack on then, shall we? And then next I'll try and show you some short-ranged archery. How far are we in? So yes, 2 more packs left if you would like to win one of the last 200 bags of gems. Pop us a gem in the chat and we'll see about giving that away. I did want to try and climb that. I'll go and climb that whilst you guys put gems in the chat. I'll go and have a little float around. So yeah, you can see I can't... That's what happens normally when you try and climb these structures. There are ways that you can get around it by kind of like turning around and wiggling the controller. But, I mean, we can fly, so we should be alright. But I think that might be the limit. Might be the limit on the left there. Right, let's see if we can float up here. It's possible. Yeah, I suppose we're not using the... I'm not hosting. Opa! Not hosting and not using the multiplayer element is possibly part of the reason, but I haven't known, like, Dungeons of Eternity doesn't do that, so... As I said, though, one of the things... I mean, it isn't the dev that told me this, but one of the things that was said is, well, look, you know, if they decrease battery usage, the game won't be quite as shiny and beautiful. Now, I haven't heard that from the dev's mouth, I don't think, but someone did bring that up in the bug report section, and they're probably right, but as I said, you know, I qualified my question with, is there a way to improve battery efficiency? If it means changing a single thing about the graphics of this game, don't even worry about it. Oh dear. Oh dear. We need a perch. I can't levitate forever. Shit. Can we perch here? Yes. Lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I would imagine it'll be, yeah, I'd imagine it'll be dark there. I'm going to try and get up and around and on that and see if we can get up there. So, because why not? We, you know, we can fly. Why wouldn't we go up there? Yeah, it shouldn't be quite as dark from here. It was one of the big things that I'd love to see in this as well, coming back to it. I don't remember the skyboxes being quite as beautiful as they are in this game now, but that was always nice to see. It's always been a decent looking game, and now it just kind of looks amazing. So one of the things that I was chatting with the dev about as well, and I hope to do, and if any of you guys have a problem with it, let me know now. But I was thinking that maybe we could I've got to have a word with the dev first. But I was thinking maybe we could dedicate Wednesdays to doing these style of giveaways for this game. And see how we get on. Oh, we can climb it. We can climb it. Right, can I wedge myself in here? Oh dear. No, I can't. Oh, but we can go down here. Right, I don't think I've got a... Oh dear. I don't think I've got a... Oh, toboggan ride! Ah. So I don't think I've got a high enough levitation to actually climb that peak, but you better fucking believe that I'm going to do that. If we get this orb and level 3 miracle enhanced, we'll be climbing that peak, because you can stay levitated for about 2 minutes in that case, maybe 2 minutes 30. But if there isn't anywhere to perch, like you can see those little cutouts, if we can perch in there, then we can make it all the way to the top. And if we can make it all the way to the top, we can float to the crystal, and then we can go and touch it, chat. Oh shit, start the level. Yeah. And as I've mentioned already, and several times up until this point, most like, the game is free to play. Ow. The game is free to play. Oh dear, we can't block those ones. Find a tree! This is all you can do against casters if you can't block their magic. He is a bit of a caster, but also has a melee abilities, and we can just game him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then I'll wait for the... I mean, we might as well get crystallized. Hell mind. Might as well do that and then speed the process up a little bit, and then one of them on him as well. So sometimes, depending on your class, you do kind of just luck out on the bosses. Like this is on this level, this is probably, and this class, this is one of the better bosses we can come up against, because he'll try and stay at a distance and work his way around the cover, and we can just blast through it. So should, and we just wait. We'll just wait. Oh, we could maybe put some debuffs on him as well. No, don't spirit link him. That would be a bad idea. Like this one, that one would be great for that mana leeching spell, because you'd be able to hit everything and then you'd be getting silly amounts of mana back. Let's try Supernova. Should be able to hit that quite easy. Lovely. Marvellous. Do you like Storm? So those are both very good choices. I prefer... Fire Magic is probably, in my opinion, one of the better in the game. It's probably got the best cantrip, whereas Static Field and Lightning Bolt are just an amazing combination. I will show you why. Quite a lot, as it happens. Quite a lot. Not being quite as patient as I should have been, but it shouldn't be a problem. We've got Storm now, so... We've got the Storm, so now we've got a full complement of spells. Lightning Bolt. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, it's changed where Lightning Bolt goes. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. No, it hasn't. Wiggle, wiggle. Bam! Yeah, you just got to find a tree. You'll be fine. Just like me. I found a tree, and it barely took any damage, right? Oh, he's coming in fast. Oh, hang on. Come on now. Solar flare! Woo! Probably shouldn't toss the very powerful arcane items about the place. One of the other things as well, some spells you may like or dislike because of, like, for instance, this is when they get in radius of you being able to cast it, point in the general direction of the enemy and it will put them on. It's part of the reason why I'm not a massive fan of Starfire, because hitting all of those doesn't do that much damage and can be quite difficult to do. So, but we can't have everything now, can we? No, wrong one. Zap. We'll just... And that, you can fire those off, providing you have the mana reserve, as quickly as you can flick whatever it is that you have. Let's level up our... Yeah, let's get it to level 3, because I wanted to give you guys a light show. So this is what Starfire is great for. And... look at that. Brilliant. I think that fires about 30. So as I said, that... thinking on, Starfire isn't a great magic because it does a lot of hits, but it doesn't do much damage. So in combination with mana leeching. So again, it's one of those things, because I'm still discovering various things and combos and what works with what. I will be for a while, because I've played this game a lot, but it's still not enough, which is a trait of a good roguelike. But, for instance, I don't rate the mana leeching ability in this, because normally if I'm shooting things, they die in one shot, so they're not alive to take the hit and start recharging my mana whilst they're still alive, because they're dead. But with Starfire, mana leeching is the one that you want to be going for, and then you want to be spreading the love across everything. You'll never go hungry again on mana, and you'll just be able to carry on blasting and blasting. This is really confusing me though. It's the other thing that's great about... so that's the lightning bolt, and you can, as you can see, when it hits them, it stuns them, and then this is the other one. And I think I just did a great job of showing you how difficult it is to cast. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dodge, everybody! Ah! Did I get him? No, I didn't even get him. Shit. Hope Doc's not counting. Pissing around. Shit. I shouldn't be dying on this level of difficulty with this many crutches. But we're going for more interest. Oh, he is counting. We're going for more those more interesting. Let's see, it does nothing. Oh, God. Got him that time. Nailed me. No! Get away! Be honest, I don't usually take Starfire. Hey, preloaded excuses. But you're quite the healer, aren't you? Alright, let's get a little bit closer and go. I do love static field. Well, yes, but it still does fuck all damage. Give me one-shot magic any day of the week. Mana. Generate an extra 40 per second for each enemy that is in 20 meters. So this one, again, doesn't go in with how... it doesn't gel well with how I play. Generate an extra 40% mana per second for each enemy that is 20 meters in front of you. That's the enhanced version. Now, if you've got enemies within 20 meters of you, I'd say you're doing Mage wrong. But there will be builds that it'll work with. But this then becomes a bit of a, they're getting too close, oh shit. Whereas if I take extra mana straight away, they shouldn't get too close, because I can blast them. Oh, we're doing okay. I don't even need to look at the life bar. We're doing fine. Again, the magic I've only just started playing. I love playing range on this. I love playing archery, and to a lesser extent the crossbows, which we'll show off next. Sounds like an excuse, doesn't it? That's definitely on someone's bingo card. It's messing me up that way. Zap! But yeah, it does a hell of a lot of damage, which you're obviously not seeing. And it stuns them as well. Very dare you. Bye. That does hit him as well. That's good to know. So I suppose another use case of it. Hopefully we stay up for plenty more time. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Silver Tongue Exploiter at your service. Now, where are you? You down there? I do believe you are. Try not to fall off, everybody. Right, are you going to stay there? Stay there. Perfect. What an excellent cast. Well done, everybody. Well done. But again, just being able to do this is very cool. Other games would completely restrict you from... Oh, shit, there's another one. Fuck. Quick cast. Stop. Ah, that's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. I'm going back on my perch. I don't think we can make it. But does allow us to do silly things like this. And so, because that triggers and hits 3 times, another one. It does hit 3 times, 3 separate times, and the radius of it gets bigger each time. So that's not too bad. Right, we need to power up something. Not doing so great here. What we like for life. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. This is the last level. And this is actually the last boss. We'll just go float up and sit on the rocks, I guess. So we'll go all the way back there, sit on the rocks and chill out. Might be able to get up onto those ones, but I think anybody can get up onto these. These can be a blessing and a curse to an archer build, because they can be good to get up, but you can fall off of them just as badly. And I know. You can. I was going to complete it, because we're on the end boss, and then call a winner where we're in the boring menus. So yeah, do get those gems in if you haven't already. Right, let's go and find our crotch rock. We could do with taking out the... Oh, it's that guy again. Come on, put the healer in range. There we go. Oh, fuck. That was a waste. Shit. Can you get up here? No, you can't. Good. Right, you. It's not always about exploits on this channel. Just usually. Now, he is healing that dude, and now he's not. Sorry, dude. Can't help you. Can we get up in that mushroom? It's not looking good. Let's retreat to the rocks. No, don't you eye up a root. You shit. Oh, fuck. Don't fall down, everybody. Don't fall down. Oh, dear, I'm stuck. Oh, no. Not like this. Ah. Oh, I really shouldn't be dicking around. Shit. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Where are you? There you are. Right, let's play it properly. So that stuns him. We'll do one of these next. Nope, that's not the right one. Oh, this is going to be close. He's got speed on me. If I can just levitate in time. So as I said, rocks in this game can be a blessing and a curse. Right, if you would like to pick us a winner, Von, and then we've got one bag of gems left. He is tough. Thing is, though, shouldn't have a problem doing it, because as you can see, I've got all of the upgrades unlocked and I've got none of the challenges. So whilst Von's picking as a winner, the way the game works is obviously... Oh, well done, Vega. So as you are going through the game, you can get to that fourth area. When you complete that fourth area, you win. That gives you essence, which is a currency that you need to store up to allow you to attempt a different kind of run, an Archon run, which is a normal run, but they changed the last level to kind of like a boss area, and then you can earn other things on top of that as well. We can all play dress up now. You can all play dress up. Do you know, I tell you what, I tell you why I wasn't able to win as a mage. We had the wrong suit on. You'll see that when I'm playing as the mage, I like to have, if I've even got it, should do. Yeah, that's what I go for when I'm the mage. Is it? Oh yeah. That's changed. I didn't put shell armor on. What the? What the? Oh. What's it done there? Hey! Need to get my ledge armor back on. So, oh, it is equipped. Oh, it's just displaying wrong. Maybe that's something to do with the way that changing outfits. So, this gives you a pretty good idea. So that's the helmet that I've got on, because demon. And then there's lots of very cool armors and helmets. Each looks as juicy and brilliant. It's better, yeah. Yes, Seraph Mantle is 200. It looks great. That's too much. It's too powerful shoulders for me. Too powerful shoulders for little old me. But yeah, 2,000. Oh, ouch. No, we're 200 now. Ouch, 2,000. There are some eye-wateringly expensive things. Like, all of these helmets look great. There's very few things in this that I don't like the look of, but then you have to choose. And then you can also have different outfits for different occasions. Isn't that great? So, and also you can change the colors on your weapons as well. So, for instance, on that's my melee, that's my mage, and then that's my... No, other way. Is that my missile? No, that's my missile. So, missile, mage, and melee. But we'll probably go with that one because I don't need to identify. Actually, that'll probably do melee and missile. Cool. Let's go do some archery with our toy bow. And what I'll try and do is... So, a lot of the things that I've been doing tonight, I haven't quite been doing as... These excuses. Haven't been doing quite as efficient a build as I could do. I know how to build a good bow, and we're on the easiest. We should be fine. Probably shouldn't take levitate unless you're with friends. No, I said bow next. Maybe we'll have a look at a crossbow whilst we're in this line. So, in the missile category, we have technique, agility, and infusions. I would recommend sticking with technique and... Hang on, why? Hang on. What could go wrong indeed? Where are my rerolls? Did I just reset all of these? Okay. That might explain a thing or two. I might have lost my rerolls at some point because of that. Right, solo. Oh, for anybody... Hang on, let me just show that off as well. For anybody who does get this game and is struggling with the various aspects, pressing the left Oculus button brings up this menu that allows you to join random public game, private matches, or solo matches. And then you've got your options and your credits. So all of your options are within the Oculus button here. And then if you press there as well, it brings up the same menu. So, and then there is private code, so you don't have to play with randoms. You can play as a group. Did I not go as far? Oh, no, I didn't go as far as this. Yeah, I had the skills menu up, didn't I? Yeah, I went on... Did I go on to technique? I don't think... Maybe I didn't go that far. Well, let's test. Yeah, maybe I just didn't press one too far and was getting outraged way too quickly. Let's re-roll that. Right. We're not going to go for a long-range build, and I'm not going to do the blast-away build. Come on, re-rolls. Oh, long shot enhanced, though. So this is the only problem with me doing this, is you guys aren't going to see what I'm shooting at. You'll just possibly see numbers sprout up in the distance. Hi. Let's go for one of those, and then we'll go for an infusion and, well, burst fire enhanced. We should be okay now. Just need to grab ice, and we should be fine. So I'll try and let them get reasonably close so you can see what I'm doing. As far as the bow play in this is concerned, I really like it. It's quite basic. It does very much feel like point and shoot, but all the mechanics are there. I really do like the reload system in this as well, to kind of artificially slow down your rate of fire instead of just being able to rattle off all the shots. As you can probably see as well, archery is particularly strong, especially when you get these starting techniques and decent ones. Yep, Hunter's Mark 2 then. But so we've started off with the bow. I'll then maybe have a look at another bow and then move across into crossbow. But you can also get the short range ones, which I showed off in the last stream. What are we looking like, chat? Are we at that 2-hour mark yet? So, for those IDUers amongst you, you'll see that we have the equivalent of hail of arrows straight off the bat. And we are also putting marks onto the enemy, which does additional damage. This is one of the... I would say there's a few meta ways to build. Like, for instance, blast away in combination with, I suppose, anything that's giving you a fast reload speed is always really good. I'd personally say I haven't found a good case use for storm arrows yet. Stay as far away from storm arrows as bloody possible. They've got to be the weakest going. They're not bad to begin with, but storm arrows suffers from the same problems as Wrath of God in IDU, in that it does good damage to begin with, but later on it's rubbish. Right. Oh, we are 10 past. 10 past. Time flies when you're losing runs. So we have one bag of gems to give away. If you'd like to be in with a chance of winning said gems, pop the gem emoji in the chat. There is no bonus for hitting headshots as far as anything in this game is concerned. From what I can gather, or from what I'm starting to see, I think the enemies flinch a little when you hit them in the head. But I don't think it's actually anything more than a visual effect. Doesn't seem to really do an an awful lot. I'll start going for headshots. But again, there's still scope in this game. You know, with one of the ways you can guarantee a dev is going to support a game, poison arrows. One of the ways that you can guarantee a game is going to support a dev is going to support a game is if it is pay to win. Pay to win. It's definitely not pay to win. If it is pay to play, and you know people are playing it and paying into the currency side of things, it makes it worthwhile for the dev to plow his time into things that you then have to buy. So, and then making the game better overall is going to lead into that as well. And for, as I said, at the price, I would recommend anybody pick this one up. And hey, you know, if you like what you see and playing it free to play and you get time out of it, even if you don't need the currency, I would suggest putting some money into it anyway. We haven't got ice, have we? This is going to be interesting. Lovely. We need ice. We're going to need that ice. So we could go hand crossbows. We kind of have got a build that would suit a crossbow. Now, normally I do like going for the big old crossbows, but I suppose part of the reason why I'm doing this build, it's not the most powerful build, not by a long shot, but part of the reason why I'm doing this build is so that you guys aren't just watching numbers in the distance. Let's get those life bars off as well. Those are the gems that you're playing for tonight, probably. Right. Well, I can't see my marks, so that's a bit of a problem. Hey, never mind, eh? Who needs them? So with the marking, what we want to be doing is concentrating on one enemy at a time, because the more times we hit them, the more damage we are doing. You're nice and slow, we like that. Does look very clean. Don't know about not being able to see my reloads, but I did ask for all of this, so there is that. But yeah, I'm very impressed with what he's done. I did. There would normally be numbers. You can barely see the life bars at that sort of range anyway, so it doesn't make too much odds. There we go. And I suppose if I can't complete this run, and we've got it on the highest meta progression... No, you didn't. I've got it on the highest meta progression and the no challenges. And we haven't won yet, but there's still time, chat. There's still time. Ugh. But yeah, I definitely rate it in ease of... Well, not ease of use, but ease to complete the runs as Archery, Mage, Melee. Melee is definitely the one that I'm struggling with at the moment, because I don't know the good combinations and I don't know the good trees. It all comes with time. I also don't even know what weapons are best. I thought that mace was better than that, but that boss absolutely kicked our ass. But it's like, hopefully you'll... I mean, and again, I don't think it's because I'm alright with... Yeah, I need my teammate crutch. I don't think it's because I'm alright with bows in games, because... Yeah, it doesn't make that much difference. Bird, you heal him. Probably doing enough damage to damage through the heals. Yeah, again, as I said, it comes from inexperience. I don't see the strength of Melee yet, or rather, it feels weak. Oh, bastard. Hit and run is no good to us, and I wanted to avoid Blast Away. It is very good, suppose I don't have to use it. I'm going to have to... I don't want to use Blast Away. So what Blast Away does is it just basically dumps your quiver, and it's kind of a very easy win. If your build is going with it. Hit and run, I do additional damage if I spend 4 seconds between hitting enemies. So that is a useless perk for us, and we'd run out of rerolls. So probably should have gone Blast Away. Maybe we'll pay the piper for that bad choice later. But we won't dwell on it. It's not going to become... It's not like it could become an excuse for me failing the run now, could it? But yeah. But then that's the thing, is that, you know, the more I play Melee, the more I'll get into the systems of it and find the exploits and technique as well. That definitely needs some work. Rapid fire. Okay, well, reload is definitely a thing that we need. Do know that as we are picking... No, well, you won't. You won't see hit and run. Hit and run won't be triggering. And it's never going to, because we're constantly hitting enemies. Are you a magic dude? No. We haven't got ice at this point as well. Oh, that's okay. Definitely think that this guy should have his things changed to kind of close the distance on ranged characters, because we've kind of lucked out here as far as bosses are concerned. Nice and easy. Plenty of life left as well. Hey, why are we being offered the Phoenix? Huh? These are some weird choices. Although the zucchini crossbow is pretty fucking good. Yeah, let's go zucchini crossbow. I know it's not the zucchini. Zucchino. So now we've got a crossbow. It's got even more shots. So now we can do silly stuff like this. Lovely. Just takes ages to reload. So this one, with that blast away skill, is, I think, probably the most powerful you can get the archer in for like damage on a DPS side of things. Yeah, you'll see I'm not having to do a lot here. Not very involving. But I would have preferred... I was hoping to get the... I was hoping to get the Peregrine short bow, so that we're at least, you know, getting our reps in. But no. Rapid fire. So once we've got rapid fire 3, we don't need technique anymore, because we'll just be pushing into hit and run. After you hit an enemy, if at least 4 seconds pass before you hit them again, your next arrow will deal 200%. Hit and run is great for those really long range builds where you are slowing your rate of fire down artificially because the bow that you have has a slow rate of fire, and you're probably doing power shot, which also artificially slows down your rate of fire. And then if you wait another couple of seconds again, you're just doing silly amount of damage. What's this one for lighting? This one's quite a misty level, so I don't know if you guys can see these gorillas in the mist coming at us. Oh, you're quick, aren't you? Marvelous. We've been offered very little in the ways of magic. So, but it, you know, these things do happen when you're in a run and you have to adjust. We didn't get a lot of enhancements in... Didn't get a lot of enhancements in the melee run, and we didn't get a lot of enhancements in the magic run either. So... But then you could argue you are playing it on easy. Yeah, kind of am. No, there is that. Right, so not doing technique anymore. Unless we get forced to do technique, we're not doing technique anymore. In fact, if we get offered technique and agility, it's worthwhile me going for agility because at least I'll get something that might actually be useful. Whereas anything that we push into with technique now is getting worse. The one thing that I will say is the level doesn't need this level of mist. This has been purposely done by the dev and the level design so that enemies can get close to you without you seeing them getting close to you. Or at least, well, I've seen levels that look a lot better than this one, visually wise, and they don't have this mist. Like, I can barely see that guy. What are you spawning over there for? What are you spawning over there for? I probably went too far forward. Ow. Again, not a lot I can do about magic other than dodging it or shooting it. Stand still a little bit. Yeah, I think I might have gone a little too far forward. Right, so we don't want to use technique. This is the skill tree that I've barely looked at with the archer, because I always build into everything else. If you avoid damage for 15 seconds, you're unaffected by the next hit you take. That's not too bad, because we'll avoid one hit. Whenever you take damage, you instantly reload one arrow. This is basically, these are all basically oh shit, except that one. That's not so great, but these are basically all oh shit ones, which maybe we could do with. I will do a oh, Sweet Revenge. I thought you said Sweet Surrender. Yeah, Sweet Revenge works well. Sweet Revenge works well in the situation that we're in, but again, it's still an oh shit ability because, you know, you gain health back when you get hit. And like even caltrops, you know, if they're getting close enough to you that they're going to hit you so that you can step back and slow them, you know, it's probably looking pretty bad already. Right, let's play it proper. Let's run away. You go just as far forward as you do backwards on this as well. All we've got to do now is just avoid those mountainsides. The problem that we have is we've been very offered no infusions, and normally I'd want something by, well, we have been offered a couple. Normally by now. Where the fuck are they? Oh, look at this guy. Is that the wizard? No. Good. I mean, as he's hitting me, at least I can be doing extra shots. Where's your healer, dude? How much you on? Uh-oh. There we go. Now, where's his healer? There he is. Lovely. Barely a drop of damage taken. Hey, infusions. Yeah. And, well, this is the other thing as well. I can't even see how badly I'm damaged, what's coming up, or what life he has. But I have asked for this. We don't need luck arrows. Shadow arrows are... they're actually the only thing that's any good there, and they're definitely the worst. I would not recommend shadow arrows. However, I do want to see it for myself exactly how these work, because I never took them after the first time I took them. So shadow arrows. Well, no, but we're not engaging at that kind of range. We're not engaging at any kind of range, Red. I'm trying to make it so that you guys can actually see what's going on. If I was playing it properly, oh, I'd be all... I've as I said, we've got rid of a lot of the perks that I would usually take because it means that I'm shooting in the distance and you guys won't be able to see anything in the stream. So it's like, well then, why play it? God, those shadow arrows are weird. So they come from the spot that you were standing at as well. Makes them arguably even worse. Although they've got, I mean, yeah, then obviously no good. They're obviously no good. Hang on. Oh, I keep on doing that. What are we on? 8. You see me set off the little camera. So the commands that I'm using to get rid of the life bar are B and Y together. So that's only in the build that I've got at the moment. But as I said, you know, if I've got anything to do with it, it only seems like a good idea for everybody to have that build. But I think he said that he might see about including the feature in public builds at some point, but obviously it's not a priority. Yes. Well, I mean, that is kind of what we're banking on. Could we get some ice up in here, please? Oh, no, that's all of our choices. Oh, dear. This is not going well. Right, we might actually be relying on agility here to get us out of this shit situation that I've managed to put myself in with the zucchini and a crap build. Probably should have taken... If I'd have known I was getting this and I wanted to show it off, could have shown off how good Blast Away is. I suppose at least we got enhanced burst fire. That's not going to be enough damage. Yeah, I'm going to have to. But thanks for the reminder. Problem is, I could have took Blast Away and then not used it, but it's always going to trigger on that first trigger pull, because you're always at... Well, I suppose, yeah, you don't start off at maximum, do you? Like, against that, we're fine. I know who's coming, though. If you avoid damage for 10 seconds, you're unaffected by the next hit. That only keeps us a while, a little bit longer. Each time you are hit by an enemy, you gain 25% of the damage that they dealt you in the past 3 seconds. Well, we should be alright now. We should be alright now. So that means as we're being wailed on... So, the way you build for multiplayer is also different, or you can get away with more in multiplayer. In single player, especially with the more difficult... you're the healer. Yeah. As I say, the way you play in solo is it can be... You can't get away with as much. In solo, as you can't get away with a lot in solo, not as much as you can in multi. Every shot is followed by a shadow arrow, but takes 20% longer, 200% damage. Poison, then, I guess. Now, what I will do is something that I haven't been employing. I didn't do it with the Mage. Did I have the level to do it with the... No, I was pissing around on the rocks, wouldn't I? So, this is something that we can do. So, we're at 1,000 odd health. So, we should be okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to lure this guy away from this checkpoint, dump arrows, and then throw ourselves off. Why? Here's why. That's the Mage, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that was a bit short. Cheers, zombie. Well, it doesn't really matter. We've kind of lucked out here if that is who I think it is. We need to be heading for these mushrooms. But yeah, what we could do is I can throw... That isn't... You're not allowed to go in there. That's the equivalent of a cliff. If you throw yourself off the edge of that... Hang on, that's not... Oh, it is. Hey, safe. Cheers, zombie. Hey, whoa, don't you start. Oh, he fell over. There we go. But yeah, so what we could do is we could lure them all the way back over here if it was like a melee enemy or something. And if we got in trouble, throw ourselves off the edge. And as you'll see... Oh, you won't now. Damn it. It'll respawn us back over there. Cool. Right, I think we were in the middle of the last giveaway, weren't we? Were we in the middle of the last giveaway? I'm sure there was some gems. Cool. Call it there then. Give that last bag of gems away to one lucky winner. And I'll do one more run. See if we can actually get a decent... It'd be just like the dev, though, to give me what I wanted, but then change something fundamental about the game. I'm sure he wouldn't have done that. It'd be fucking hilarious if he has. Right, what magic did we get? Did we start out good? Okay, we started out with lightning. That's a good start. Now, normally what I would do is I would put on No Mercy... I would put on sharpened blades. I would put on deadly projectiles. There are others that you can put on. So what this is this is the challenges. So this increases the amount of echoes that you get, because the blue ones are called echoes in this game, and that allows you to do the meta progression. And the harder you make the game for yourself, the more you get. And you can get it up to absolutely silly percentages. Oh, well done, RB. Good job, dude. So, one of the things I am kind of hoping to do with this as well, especially if we're able to do this every Wednesday. So, again, I'll have a word with the web dev and see if he's happy to give away that many. I don't think we're going to have a problem, because the dev is very cool and very generous, but obviously, you know, I don't want to speak for him, so I'll have a word. But one of the things that you could do if you were playing the cooperative is that these challenges are for the person that takes them. So, for instance, if you had somebody like me who's got all the meta progression in the world and they play it on 100% difficulty, as in normal difficulty, with all the crutches on, and then everybody else puts their thing up to 12,800%, as long as you can get the person that is got it at 100% to be doing everything, it'll be easy mode for them, and everyone else will earn a shit ton of essence. But we'll do what I would normally do, which would be deadly projectiles, sharpened blades. So these are the ones that I would recommend to put on, because you don't have to complete a run to earn it as well. Well, no, because when you're solo, you can't afford to drop skills unless you get a certain kind. I did try Virtue of Greed earlier, and what it does is when you get offered your two choices of skill trees, it replaces one of them. It doesn't replace one of the skills within. So you then might keep on getting offered Virtue of Greed and Agility. You won't get very far with that. But what I would recommend for a rage build is deadly projectiles. You shouldn't be getting hit by projectiles. Sharpened blades. You shouldn't be getting hit by blades. No mercy. Again, all blocks must be heavy blocks and you're slowed when hit. You're not blocking, so you don't need that. And again, shouldn't be getting hit, so slowing shouldn't matter. Everything else just makes things a lot harder. We did do a a 12,800% run the other day, and yeah, it's a hell of a lot of meta progression. A hell of a lot. When you have finished getting all of the meta progression in the game as well, you can then exchange it for all sorts of stuff there. It's probably worth me showing this screen off because there's a few people that have been playing with me and they haven't seen all of it. The numbers of echoes do get ridiculous, but you'll see as well. So for anybody thinking like, fucking hell, that's a lot of geodes that I've got to earn, even if I buy the meta currency, you've got lots of stuff. I mean, I could, but I suppose the problem that I've got now is I don't need this. I'm just showing the game off at this point. So, you know, and it'd be nice to get a little bit more victory today. Let's, right. Here was the problem. You know, those excuses that we preload. Last time we played as the mage, we didn't go in with the mage robes. That was the problem. I also have one of the, I think I've got it. That's not, oh yeah, there we go. Starting to go, look. Don't know if you can see that or not, but I've got one of the changey colour ones. I thought it'd be a little bit more rapid than that, actually, but hey, it changes colour. That's the colour that I prefer, the black with silver. That's nice on a wand, but now mine goes, the black element of it goes from black to silver. Right, let's see if we can get a run completed. Obviously, all of my weapons change to that as well. So you can get some very unique and very individual looking self and weaponry as well. It's all about that drip. All about that drip. So yeah, congratulations to all of our winners. What I was going to suggest is, for those of you that have won, try and put a little bit of work in for next week, and then you can come into, if we're doing another giveaway the following week, you could come in and be a part of that. So yay, you get a 200 gems and the chance to play with your favorite streamer. Yay. Give me the 200 gems, right? But it would then give, oh fuck, it's picked for me. Bollocks. I believe, wasn't it? It's like, isn't it like 7 years worth or something? I was talking too much. Who would have thought? Me? Talking too much? Yeah. Let's take fire magic. Like fire magic. Right, I've got 2 that I'm familiar with. So this would be nice. This should be nice. Is it 7.5? Zap. Get out of it. Lovely. No worries. As I said, you don't... Obviously, you don't have to, but it's just something that I would suggest or would put out there. So if people are into that, I can get the people that win gems in the previous stream to be the first group to play with me in the next week's stream, and then they can show everybody what they've spent their gems on. Get everybody all envious and shit. What great idea, huh? Oh, my battery's just gone, so we need to change that also. So this is, again, part of the reason why I like Storm Magic. You can see the arrow over the top. I just pick who I want to die. What a great magic. And Fireball's very easy to use as well. You'll see that Fireball, not only do the Fireballs come back nice and quick, but they also home. Shit. Yeah, alright, Kim. Consider it. Don't kid a Kim. Guarantee, Kim. Nothing will stop K2 from coming into this stream and showing off. Guaranteed. You'll remember this as the day that you almost caught Silvertongue Devil. Yeah! I'm going to go and roost now. Oh, can't roost. Shit. definitely makes a difference with spellcasting, not dicking about and knowing what you've got, where it is and where it is. I definitely have my favourites, and I can be quite quick with the old casting of them. Let's re-roll that. Arcane Thrift is good. Crystal Focus is good. Yeah, let's go with Arcane. Arcane Thrift. So that reduces the mana cost of everything. But yeah, I think it'd be quite a good thing. The other one that I want to show off soon as well is Interstellar Strike Team, because there's some new content on that. We'll have a look at that again soon. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking might do. Actually, I was going to try and do Reeve on Saturday. So, but we can talk about all of that later, I guess. But yeah, so if I'll have a word with the dev and see what he says as far as taking my Wednesday slot, basically, and see if we can get 5 bags of gems off him each Wednesday for a little while. What I will say is I haven't quite decided on the rules of that yet. Because, to be honest with you, if you've got 200 gems, you probably don't really need any more. But obviously, you know, I don't want anybody being like, oh, well, if I can't win the gems, then I'm not watching the stream. So it's a difficult one. Normally we have it so that if you have won a game on the channel before, then, you know, you can't win a copy of that again. And, you know, I can't stop you if you come in with a different name or you have the intention of giving it to somebody, but I'd prefer it if you didn't, because I'd like the people that are here watching to win. But, again, can't police those things. We don't definitely get both of those right. Well, I always rely quite heavily on Storm Magic. The more you upgrade them as well, the quicker the cooldowns become on Magic, which can then be the difference between life and death. Wouldn't it be funny if the dev says to me, oh yeah, you know, that you're turning on and off, yeah, that puts the game into super hard mode. Oh, I hope he kind of does say that. Hope he does. Just the one. Cool. So we zap him as longer range. No, but it might with others. So... oh, there you go. Dead. Cool. Right, we're quite powerful. So... Sorcerific Staff. I need to play around with this more, but again, it basically means that you've got an option in combat if it does go to melee. But if you're playing Wizard, well, it shouldn't. Reduce Arcanum spells, so that's reducing my lightning by 25% on cooldown. It's a shame I can't keep that one. I rate that over the next one. But we'll stick to wands. So I've gone for a proper socket wrench wand, a proper spanner wand as opposed to socket wrench or ball. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking more along the lines of... lovely. Well, you would think that, wouldn't you, Atham? You would think that, wouldn't you? Oh dear, I didn't realise there was another one coming. Mistakes were made. Yes, the lovely conversation. That's what it is. As said, I don't want to... with it being a free-to-play game, there could potentially be a lot of people coming in, so we want them. Let's see if we can get level 3. Ooh, Ice Magic. That I'll take, because that one's the other one that I like. And... hello, Mr. Gamer VR. Welcome to the stream. Yep. It's all about that death. Hey, everybody likes to see failure, right? I don't. Famous last words, but this build, chat, this build, typical, isn't it? I put it on 800%. 800% difficulty. Nuggy Nutters. Haven't used a Nuggy Nutter tonight, have I? Right, one of those for you. Where's my ice? So this is ice. Get 3 little icicles. And then shooting them off. You do have to aim these ones. But shooting them off. So yeah, we don't get to see status effects on the enemies. That's one of the problems that we have in this. Fireball's just ridiculously balked in this game. If I turn the life bars back on, you'll see the slowing ability that I've given that guy. Some of that. Oh, there's another one coming. We're going to need that mana for lightning. You hold that for me. I'll turn the light bars back off. And then we'll go... Fucking love lightning. Zap. Don't even have to aim it. What's not to like about lightning? It's down, isn't it? No. Peaked too soon. The other... I suppose we are taking additional damage from it, so I should be a little bit more careful. Lovely. We're good. So we are gaining 150. Let's get Storm Magic up the top. We are gaining 150 per, like, checkpoint in life back. That's right, everybody does this. Hello, Mr... Is that somebody else? Hello, Mr. Monkey. Yeah, I mean, if you definitely did... Or you definitely didn't own the game for about 1.5 years, well, then you would need gems in that circumstance. But yeah, unfortunately, dude, you've missed them. We did have 5 bags to give away, and they have all been given away to our lucky winners tonight. As I said, though, I'm hoping to make these Wednesday giveaways with gems a possibly regular thing. We shall see. So here's the power of ice magic. Look how long he is. He's quite a fast enemy. Look how long he's slowed for. Just long enough for us to be able to get one of those off and stun him. Get another ice off. That was too fast, if anything. That kills him. Oh, good. Yeah, I was going to say, if you owned the game, don't need them gems. You should have a much slower rate of fire than what I'm demonstrating. As far as icicles are concerned. Block. Yours? Yours? With 200. With 200. Yeah, it is for cosmetics, obviously, but the one thing, the problem is I can't really tell you because I don't have the free-to-play version and I can't even see the free-to-play version. What I'm hoping, because Poise plays this, or anybody else, I mean, Arby might stream it a bit as well or do some videos on it, but maybe he'll show it off so that we can all see what the screens look like. The only thing that I will say, and just to reiterate to any of the winners tonight, is I think most of you know what you're doing. I may have played with you or you've owned the game for a little while or whatnot. But I'd say, yeah, I think it'll get you like a couple of sets of the higher or highest level stuff. Oh, we don't even need to set that off yet, do we? Okay. I'll show you that little mountain trick whilst we're here as well, because we should be able to retreat in that kind of direction. We're not going to need it if we play it properly. Who is it? Oh, it's the Batten dude. God, we are quite low on mana. But we can slow, slow, slow. Is it 1 to 50? Okay. Oh, missed. The one thing that I will say for anybody watching and thinking like all the stuff that you want is all well and good buying the meta progression, but geodes, oh man, that's going to take me ages. It won't. Very much like these kind of games usually do, you can be kind of dragged through the game. You can be dragged through the game. So yeah, let's not go with the blessing spells duration increase so that I can increase levitation. Let's go with just damage. It's a good idea. You might be, what, real life geodes? Probably. Probably. Ooh. Got lost on this level too many times. It's the only one I think you can get lost on. Oh, yeah, you can't actually trade for dems. As was said, what I will ask Big E, what I will ask Mr. E at some point is what the time... Oh, actually, you seem to be quite knowledgeable on the game, Monkey. I'm sure you'll know. What's the cut-off time? Like Pacific or European or what have you? For the geodes, because I know you're able to get one per run you do per day. I know you can get one per day, but what I don't know is what the cutoff time is. So I'd imagine it'll be probably something like 12 PST, probably. And then you can work out the timings for everybody else around that. Again, it'll be, now that I've got it fresh in my head, it's something that I'll ask so I can have that information for you all. Yeah, crystal focus, because we ain't getting hit now. We ain't getting hit. Typical, isn't it? Giving all the free currency away. This will be the run that we complete easily. In a perfect world, in a perfect world, I'd like to think that that's the case, but with these kind of games, it never is. Nope. No, zap. Yeah, I mean, it is. Hey, what did it? Oh no! I mean, the other thing as well is it depends on the nationality. Oh, look, I got my icicles back. Oh, we're going to have to test that now. Oh, we can't turn my mana off. Filled with regret. Probably not. No, I don't play publics, dude. Alright, I haven't. No, I've had the game for a while. I've had the game for a while. I've had the game for... Probably got it on the first 30% sale that it would have had. So, right, let's go for that. Ice Magic Enhanced. But yeah, check this out. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, so, hang on. Hey, there we go. There you go. Where's my icicles gone? Ah. Does it cancel spells? Huh. Or is that the natural effect of one of those buttons? Ah, I didn't realise that. So, let's say, for instance, for some reason, you had a spell and you wanted to cancel it. Pressing B cancels the spell. I don't really... Yeah, if you got that far in... I mean, I suppose things might change. Circumstances of the battlefield might change. But yeah, you can cancel a spell with the press B. Hey, Mr. Monkey, check it out. Alakazam! Huh? Impressed? See, you said... See, that's part of the storm magic tree that you said was yours. But does... Well, I'll just show... hang on. Let's just show you. So, if you cast lightning and then you can go... Alakazam! And then bring your life bar back with lightning magic. And then a simple drag across... Oh, I didn't get it quite right that time. A simple drag across gets rid of it again. But it's all part of the of your storm magic. You knew how to do that, right, Monkey? It's not your lightning magic, it's everybody's, because it's definitely OP. I would personally say that I have got the best set of 3 magic here. Lightning's balked, Fireball, really good. No, listen to me, Monkey, listen to me. So am I. Oh, don't give me that one, Mr. Monkey. I am standalone through and through as well. That's why Static Field is so good. Because a very quick and simple gesture can then do that, which then stuns them, buying you the time that you need to get out of these shit situations that you can find yourself in. Yeah. No, he's on standalone, it's fine, it's fine. Generate an extra 40% mana per second for each enemy within 20 minutes. No. 40 mana whenever an enemy... See, this is the... these are both rubbish for me. Each enemy... Okay, cool. We'll go with mana reserve. Mana's not a great one, but... What? You had the thought police round? Yeah, he's got a guilty sounding voice, hasn't he, chat? But yeah, definitely we are standalone on this channel alone. I'll show you how to do it again, Monkey. Wait a sec. So you go, and then so you need to have lightning, and then it's all in the wrist for getting rid of your life bar, mana, the current spell that you have equipped, the enemy life bar, status effects, your mana, gets rid of everything. What great ability, huh? You first. I'll tell you in a minute. Get this guy first. Oh, let's try not to get caught on the trees. You can have one of those. Oh, you're not going very slow. I won't. I'll tell you in a minute. Just want to make sure I don't get killed by this guy, because this guy bloody hurts when he gets close. But we should see again the same stun ability that you have on static, you get on lightning, is just broken. Just broken. Very good. And we need to buy ourselves some time and space with ice without going into the tree. Thanks, Bomb. Ooh, shit. Ow. Stop. I think we'll be okay here. I've got all the right magic for this. He says. Bloody trees! Who put them there? Stupid forest. Hey, there we go. Worked eventually, didn't it? So yeah, I've got a special little build from the dev, Mr. Monkey. It's nothing to do with your lightning, your storm magic. Yeah, that level is terrible for trees. It really is. But yeah, so with the build that I've got, he said that there isn't anything else in it, but with the build that I've got, I press B and Y together and I can bring the life bars mana. Well, it's still a bit of a work in progress because my mana bar isn't coming back, but I can at least find these things from here, and it gets rid of my life bar, the enemy's life bar. It also gets rid of status effects, which is fine. So so basically the story is, and again, credit to the dev, the story is that I was chatting to him earlier about, you know, doing the streams and such, and I said that, like, and I also did like a little promotional video for him, and yes, so that was the first thing that I asked him, is am I going to have any problems playing with other people on a build? Because if I'd have had to be changing builds each time, it would have been an absolute pain. But no, it's just basically a little addition for me. But it's the reason being is because I'm planning on doing some more promotional videos for him. So I mean, I've got various paid work that I'm going to have to get out of the way with Dungeons of Eternity and other things first. But hope to be doing some more videos. We'll see. Oh, I thought that would have killed you. But he, I think he said that he's planning on adding it to the public build as kind of like, well, it already is a cheat code, isn't it? So, well, technically not, but... Zap! Way too powerful. No, we don't want those. More mana. All spells cost 10 less. Thus is good. But yeah, so as I said, I was chatting with him today and I was like, oh, it'd be really good for some of my videos that I have planned and various ones that I've done if I could get rid of this bar, because every time I do sort of like a melee strike and I want to follow through with the camera, I end up looking at the bar. Or every time I have the high ground, I said the same bit earlier. Every time I have the high ground against my enemy and I'm looking down, bearing down on them. Or even, you know, something as simple as when I'm levitating. If I look down, because like this would be a great place to capture the action from, whilst various of us are yeah, if I'm playing with various people, I can get rid of that and you know, do recordings for various videos and such. So, but yeah, I basically dropped this in conversation with him, and he had, and I was like, but dude, don't, he was like, do you want me to have it ready for the stream tonight? I was like, no, chill, dude, it's fine. It's like, just put it on your to-do list. I know you're a developer. I'd much rather you were making content for people as opposed to, you know, doing something that's kind of for me. So, but then, you know, at the end of the day, it'll inspire me to do more and build more. And, you know, if he's gone and jumped at ship and done that, well, not jumped ship, but jumped in and done that straight for me, well then, you know, I've got to give a little bit back. But yeah, it just allows me to get better video capturing and better things when I can get rid of all the gumph. It also takes the numbers springing off of the enemies as well. So, and yeah, I like this. But yeah, I had that conversation. He was like, yeah, no worries. And then like within a couple of hours, just as I was releasing a short that I did for him today, he's like, oh, I've done that build. Great timing. That builds up. And I was like, dude, work on it. You don't need to do these things. You need to be working on the game. We want more things. But yeah, so. But yeah, it's most likely something that he'll add to the public channel, I would imagine. And again, it isn't game breaking. One of the things that I thought would be quite cool is it would be a nice additional challenge. Ow. Be a nice additional challenge to put in the challenges of Thus is that you know, you lose all of your things. I mean, there's certain things that you need that are essentials. He did. Well, you know, I'm doing these live streams for him. As said, I didn't ask. I was just like, is it something that you could potentially put on your to-do list in the future? Because one of the things that I do know, and good devs are terrible for it, is someone says something to them, and they're like, oh, I've got to do that now, and they put things on hold, and yeah. Oh, Jesus, I didn't realise we're on low health. Fuck! Oh, well. I mean, so the reason why I died there is so I can show you. So you know how we lured that guy all the way back there? Now we get all this chance to stand around waiting for all of our mana and all of our spells to cool down. And we always, when we die, spawn back at one of these checkpoints. So if you've lured enemies away really, really far away, then they take ages to get back here. The same can be done with cliffs. Thanks, Dread. Should have had the life bar on. No. Well, I tell you what. No, hey, I'm happy to do it. You know, don't get me wrong. I've loved this game for a long time. I really enjoy the missile. Really enjoy the... I just really enjoy everything about the game. But it's one of those games that I found that I didn't want to push people to as far as the game was concerned, because I'll be honest, I didn't really know how much the sort of people that I play with would actually enjoy it. I know someone had a look at it and on the surface they didn't like it. Now that it's free to play, I kind of get to share a game that I've always had on the back burner for quite some time with everyone, and I don't have to harangue them. It's one of the things that I definitely do not want to do. It's definitely something that I try not to do. No, I don't think. I think you're one of the beta testers by the sounds of things, aren't you, Mr. Monkey? But the problem that I have is, as I said, I don't want to. I don't want to get people buying games that we then like kind of play for 5 minutes and then never go back to. And or at least I try and avoid that. But you know, it does happen, like. And we've all got those creaking libraries full of games that we still haven't got round to yet, myself included. Bought plenty on the last stale. I never got round to it. But, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, this is one that I want to add to that. Definitely one that I want to add to it. And then the best part about adding that to regularly streaming this is, well, it's free to play. Everybody's got it. And, you know, there's also that selfish element within it as well. What better game to kind of align myself with that's good that anybody can just go and get? Can only be good for my channel, right? Wow, a channel, right? But as I said, it's the only thing, I suppose, that puts me off with that is that apparently there is quite a massive child population within the game. I think even before it was free to play. So, yeah. But, you know. My streamer insurance, as long as it doesn't go up too much, we probably be okay. Oh, you're not going to sit still, are you? Fine. What have I got that's homing? I got fireballs. But then, that's the other thing as well, is that element doesn't matter to the most of us because, you know, we've got my Discord for organising private games. So, I suppose the one problem that I've got now is, other than doing Archon runs with you lot, oh, I'm poisoned. Missed. But yeah, so we've got the Discord, and private games are a thing. Archon runs. Well, yeah, this is the problem. As I said, I try for the most part, as I hope you'll see, I try and play what I want and what is not necessarily hot or popular. Try and play what I like and what I think others will like. Ow. But yeah. But then I suppose can't be too hard on myself if I'm like constantly moving on to games that you guys may have bought and we don't play much or at all anymore, because we give away free games, so, you know, all balances each other out, doesn't it? Hey, we won at 800%. Yay, us. So that gives you an idea of the amount of echoes. That was only at 800% as well, and we can afford to go higher. I can, with that build, I probably could have gone for the 12,000 easily enough. But yeah, we've got quite the pile of games. But yeah, Hellsweeper I'm kind of waiting on at the moment. Yeah, we were doing some 12,800% runs in 4-player the other day. So yeah. Like the archery side of things, I don't think I've tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure I could solo the archery one. Don't know about magic. I think I need to be a little bit more better with some more of the spells, and I'd imagine you need to start cheesing with levitation, and then if you're cheesing with the levitation, there's an element of it depends on what levels you get and what bosses you get. Yeah, we've got Dungeons of Eternity coming, so that's my only concern with this one, is that when you're at top level of progression, and I've done all of the bits and pieces, and that we can do Archon runs, then there's not anything else. Having said that, though, it's the same problem as what I have with Dungeons of Eternity, is that, well, I've done it all, so I need more endgame content, but I'm not the target for Dungeons of Eternity because I've already bought the game. And I suppose, I mean, I'm kind of the target because of the DLC. I'd like to see him do something with these. I'd like us to be able to do something with the Animus that isn't just converting them to those. I know there is or there was a leaderboard for it, but it's just a grind leaderboard. It's not a skill leaderboard. Like, that's one of the ones I'd like to see, is maybe they do a leaderboard that is kind of like Hellsweeper, like the challenge leaderboards, where it gives you a set number of skills and it's based on completion time, and then it's based on completion as to whether you can complete the randomly made challenge. There we go. The randomly made challenge at all, and then whether, you know, who can do it the fastest, and then that would sort your leaderboard out. So yeah, I think that's just about everything. Yeah, no, I'm I'm GMT, so yeah, if you're PST, I think it's 6 hours. Yeah, you're 6 hours behind me. But yeah, get yourself in the Discord, dude. We do plan on doing some playing with chats. The last one that we did was Saturday, and that was playing with chat. And one of the things that I was potentially planning on doing was, if we're able to get some more currency from the dev to give out, I'd be happy to... You guys would all be happy with that if I started to make this giveaway a regular thing on a Wednesdays. We can all watch me fail at some runs and try some other weaponry and try some other builds. And then, as promised, what we could do is then get the people that won the previous week and have then managed to collect a load of nice drip to then come in and play a game with me and show it all off from what their ill-gotten gains hath won them. But yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And on that bombshell, we shall indeed end it there. This has been the fantastic IronStrike. Once again, remember that this game is free to play. Yes, there is an in-game currency that you need to buy, but it is just for cosmetic stuff, not for any kind of pay-to-win or pay-to-play advantage. And it's not like you can't earn said currency just by completing a run a day. It is going to be laboriously slow, and so then if you get a game, which you are getting, and you're getting the full game, you're just missing out on the cosmetics. If you wanted to support the dev in that situation, you can. This has all been running natively on the Quest 3. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.